Google Gemini just launched updates across almost every single one of their tools, and these are going to help you automate your work because they just launched a brand new AI agent builder. They've launched new updates to Notebook LM, and they even launched a brand new model that can control your browser. By the end of this video, you're going to know about all these new changes and exactly how they work. Now, update number one is that Google just launched their new AI agent builder. This allows you to create, deploy, and govern AI agents all from one secure platform. Now, you could see that you could do several different things here. For example, you can collaborate with ready-to-use agents that are already made by Google, and they give you a bunch of different examples here about how people are using this to slash down research time, or to turn complex spreadsheets into actionable insights, or even accelerate team knowledge sharing with things like Notebook LM. But in addition to that, you can create and deploy your own custom-made agents. For example, you could tell it exactly what you want to build, and we could zoom in right here on this photo. We could see a name, a goal, instructions. We give it access to different data and tools, and then this goes off and actually builds this. In addition to that, a bunch of different partners have created a bunch of different tools that you'll be able to play with. Now, I know what you're thinking, Rob, how much is this going to cost? Well, they're actually rolling this out as its own subscription. It's going to be $21 per seat for Gemini Business, or Gemini Enterprise will be $30. Now, even if you don't have a business or you don't have an enterprise, I would strongly suggest that you do this, because what this is going to allow you to do is access the latest and greatest when it comes to agents with Gemini. And to give you an example of what this actually looks like, I want you to look at this right here. So build me an agent that helps me prepare for my meetings with customers by analyzing all the related docs, emails, and past meetings. Now, if you use Google Calendar, if you use Gmail, guess what? These agents then have access to all that. And this literally went through and created an agent for this, which is pretty crazy. And you'll be able to see the flow, you'll be able to see the details, you'll be able to see the preview, but this spun this up literally just by you telling it what agent you wanted to build. And then if you come into Flow, you can actually see how this breaks out. So this goes through and prepares, and then we could see the three things that it's actually hitting. It's summarizing past meetings using Google Calendar, it's retrieving customer insights and related documents in Google Drive, and then it's analyzing all of your emails with that customer in Gmail. Now, once this is actually live, you can do some pretty crazy things with it. For example, get it to help you prepare for your upcoming meeting. You could see it then goes through, it thinks through a bunch of stuff, and then tells you everything you need to know about your meeting that's coming up. In addition to that, they just launched Gemini 2.5 computer use. What is this? This is an AI model that can actually go through and take action on your browser. If you've ever used something like Comment, or you've used anything that has browser use, this is what's actually powering it, and they just released a brand new update for this that is going to blow your mind. Now, if you come over to arena.browserbase.com, you'll actually be able to compare this side by side against OpenAI's model for this or Anthropic's model for this. For example, we're going to give Gemini on the left, we're going to give OpenAI on the right. We could click on something like get crypto prices, and you could see that this actually spins up the two different sessions, and you can see how each of these models actually goes through and performs a search and how good they're able to actually interact with the web, go around and do things. And this is how you can actually compare which model is better for whichever use case that you're actually going to use this for. Now, as we could see, the one on the left, which is Gemini, is a little bit quicker. It's going through, it's clicking things better, and we can actually go through, we can see all the different things that it's doing. And obviously, the one on the left is winning right now. It's clicking quicker, it's typing quicker. We could see that OpenAI is a little bit slower, and I want you to think about this. If you were going to choose a model to power your platform, or even power your agent or an AI automation, clearly, based on this, you would choose Gemini over OpenAI. In addition to that, it's going to be better than Anthropic too. I don't want to waste your time showing you that. I just want to tell you that. And then the other thing that you could do, if we stop this session right here, is we can come over here and click on computer use evaluations, and we can literally go through and see all the different evaluations for each of these different things. So we can see that Google wins on accuracy. Google is cheapest when it comes to cost per task. And then we can also see that the average task speed, we see that Google is also best at this. And what I like about this is it literally shows you what's actually better. So accuracy, we want the bar to be high. Cost per task, we want the bar to be low. And then average speed task, we want the bar to be low also, because that shows that it gets it done faster. And then we can actually come through and see where it actually ranks amongst all these things. And we can see that Gemini's 2.5 computer use preview is the best right now in terms of accuracy, cost, and speed. Now, before I get into the rest of the updates that affect things like Stitch, Notebook LM, and so much more, I wanted to remind you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest changes in AI. I upload videos like this every single day, and if you want to be able to automate your work or get ahead with AI, you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed. Okay, now I still have 4 more updates for you. One of them is going to be for Google Stitch, 2 of them are going to be for Notebook LM, and then one of them is a really quick update that we need to go through in Google AI Studio. So now when you come into Google AI Studio, you are going to notice that if you click over here on these models, you can now search for models. I know. This isn't really a massive update. This isn't a mind-blowing update, but this is kind of useful because if we were looking for something like flashlight, we could just type in light and we could see that it then pulls it up way faster. It's a lot easier to be able to find the models like this, especially when you consider that there are now a bunch of different models inside of AI Studio in here. As we can see, there's literally like 20 different models in here. So this just makes it a lot easier for you to be able to reference them really quickly. Now, the next update that I have before we get into those Notebook LM changes that I know are incredibly popular is if we come to stitch.withgoogle.com, you can now describe what you want to design and it will go off and do it. For example, I'm going to say a daily content ideas website for TikTok and Instagram. And what this is going to do is this is going to go off and this is actually going to design this for us. Now, that's not the update because this has always been there, but what is actually the update is we can go through and we can now iterate on these like crazy, and this is pretty awesome. So as we can see right here, this is going to go through, this is going to design this. It noted that we need to make like 4 different screens in order to actually build this app. And by the way, if you were vibe coding anything, you need to make sure that you're using this before you vibe code, because let's say that you were using a vibe coder like, I'm just going to say Lovable, you will note that when you come over to Lovable, you can attach images. Guess what kind of images you should be attaching? You should be attaching the different design mockups that you could get made now on Stitch. In the past, you had to get a designer to do this. You had to get somebody to create things in Figma or some other platform, but you don't have to do that anymore. Now we could come over here, and what we can do, and this is the new update, is we can actually come over here, we could click on this, and we can see exactly what this is going to look like. So we're going to click Create Variants, and we're going to say with different color buttons. Now, instead of us actually having to go through and say, hey, I want to see one button, and then I want to see another button, and then I want to see another button. This then spits off a bunch of different variants here. So we could test things way quicker. We can iterate on things way quicker, and we can make design decisions way faster. The other thing that I really like here is it gives you an estimated time, so you're not sitting here all day. Now we could see a bunch of different types of buttons that we could be able to choose from here, and then guess what? If we like that, we can iterate off of that, or just get rid of the ones that we don't like. Now this right here brings me into the first Notebook LM update, and I think that you are going to love this. If you use Notebook LM on a mobile device, you probably didn't realize that you were able to do this. So if you come over here now, guess what you're going to be able to do? You're going to be able to click on anything that you're doing. It could be an image, it could be something you're browsing, and then you come over here and you click on share, and guess what? You'll now be able to share that to Notebook LM. Again, you could do it with screenshots, you could do it with links, you could do it with websites, you could do it with articles, you could do it with PDFs. Doesn't matter what it is, you can now share things directly to Notebook LM, which is a really nice touch when you're on a mobile device, because I know what most people are doing is they're copying the link, or they're sending the photo themselves, or they're putting it in their drive, or they're doing whatever, trying to get it on their computer, where they're then giving it to Notebook LM. But this right here makes it way easier to just share everything directly to the app. In addition to that, you can see right here when we watch this that you can add this into a new notebook, or you could add this into existing notebooks if you want to bring in a new source that you just found about something that you were doing. For example, let's say that you were using this for class and you had one for science, you had one for econ, you had one for math, you had one for global studies. What you would do is every time that you get new updates, maybe you get them on your phone, you can actually now put them in the notebooks as sources straight from your mobile device without having to wait till you get back to your computer. Or maybe you're using this in order to stay up to date on things like news. Again, you can do this really easily now, straight from your mobile device. Which brings me to that final update. So now what you could do is if you come over into Create Notebook, you're going to see something brand new that I really love. So now when you click on Discover right here, you could choose if you're going to be discovering sources from the web or from Google Drive. I'm going to click on Google Drive right here, and I'm going to type in TikTok algorithm. And then what this is going to do when I click Submit is this is going to go through my drive and find a bunch of sources that are relevant to the TikTok algorithm. Now, Now, I run a pretty big social media consulting company, so we could see all the different plans that I have built out for some specific people. We see an algorithm questionnaire, we see free audits, we see paid audits, we see plans, which is what somebody gets when they sign up for consulting. And then we also see the format for that. And guess what? I can now import all of this. And this is really helpful if you're trying to look for specific things. I'm going to X this out. For example, docs about Q4 planning, slides from a specific individual, maybe notes from a specific call, or things about a specific project. Notebook.lm now makes that incredibly easy for you to be able to do that directly from Google Drive. And then one other quick update that I did want to tell you guys about is going to be Mixboard. If you haven't seen this yet, this is basically like Pinterest, but nano banana style. For example, I could come over here and I could say something along the lines of, I want to create a cozy fall living room party, and then this go through and actually gives me a bunch of different inspiration. You can ask it for different variations, you can ask it to make changes, and then you can reimagine what your living room is going to look like here. This right here is pretty crazy. Basically, this allows you to brainstorm things, make variations of them, make changes to them, and then insert it all in one place or reimagine a new place, which again is pretty crazy that we're able to do this now with AI. One of my favorite use cases for this is actually doing this with logos. If you don't like a logo, upload a logo, get inspiration, ask it to make changes, and then reimagine what your website looks like with the logo on it. Or you could use it for interior design. You could use this for clothing, for different styles. The opportunities here are really endless. Not sure if you've seen the reports yet, but Goldman Sachs just came out and said that they think in the next 12 months, AI is going to replace over 300 million jobs. So my question for you is, are you going to be one of those people that's replacing those jobs, or are you going to be one of the people that gets replaced because you didn't embrace AI? And that's exactly why I created AI Automation School that you could check out at the pinned comment below. In fact, I have special launch pricing right now. So if you want to stay ahead of what's happening in AI and you want to learn how to automate your work with AI, how to make more money with AI, how to build AI agents without knowing having to code, or you just want me to audit your personal AI workflow so we could speed things up for you, I strongly suggest that you check it out. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I would strongly suggest that you check out this video right here that shows you a brand new AI tool that allows you to build the app of your dreams without you having to know how to code. I'll see you over there.